It's a windy day here on Lake Michigan. We're on our way to Door County.
When you think of Wisconsin, you likely envision farms and big tractors. And while there is definitely a fair amount of that, in this episode we're headed to a narrow peninsula between Lake Michigan and Green Bay, where we'll visit quaint little towns, stay in a great state park where we can hike to overlooks and bike to an amazing lighthouse straight from the Bigfoot, and we try out some of the local foods and treats. This place with many miles of beautiful shoreline is one of our favorite vacation spots ever, and we have visited many times. Stick around to find out why.
It's a really big bone.
It all starts now. We take every opportunity we can to get off the interstate and onto more interesting side roads. For this trip, that means taking Wisconsin State Highway 42 in Manitowoc and traveling north along the Lake Michigan shore. Watching the lake churn and roll due to the high winds adds to our enjoyment and anticipation as we make our way toward Door County.
In this episode, we're in stunning Door County, Wisconsin.
And this is a really special place for us. This is where I was born, and I still have a bunch of family up here.
It was also the place where we went on our very first vacation together all those years ago. We can't wait to show you around.
Well, we just set up here at South Nicolet Bay Campground for about a one-week stay in Peninsula State Park.
Today we're off to do the Eagle Loop Trail. The Eagle Loop Trail is 2 miles long and takes us along the bayfront and past some beautiful cliffs. This trail is rated difficult due to rocky, rooty, and uneven footing. Today isn't too bad, but we have done this hike before when it was wet, and we don't recommend that. When it's wet, it gets very slick and dangerous. Oh, this is cool. This is really neat. It's a little cave-like area and it has beautiful views of the bay. One of the best views along this hike is here at Eagle Terrace, where you can look across Eagle Harbor to see the town of Ephraim. We'll visit Ephraim a little later for an iconic Wisconsin treat.
Next up on the hike is Eagle Tower after just a short walk through the woods. It's a beautiful day. The Eagle Tower was rebuilt several years ago, and it's now handicap accessible. That means it's got a really, really long ramp.
That was an 850-foot long ramp that brought us to the top of 60-foot Eagle Tower. And check out those views. We made it! We finished the entire Eagle Loop Trail and now we're heading back to the camper.
And Peninsula State Park here has a really nice bike path.
That was quick.
Yeah, not too bad. We got it down to a science, I think. All right, here we are at the Sunset Bike Trail, heading out.
It is a short ride to our first stop.
This is the Eagle Bluff Lighthouse. It was constructed in 1868 to help ships find their way through the Strawberry Channel. The Strawberry Islands are here behind us, and this area is known as a rather dangerous stretch of water.
As we continue down the 9-mile path, we enjoy the solitude of the forest along with glimpses of the bay we are treated to through the trees.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was. Next up is Cave Point County Park. It's pretty cool. Let's go look. This place is beautiful now, but if you get here on a really windy day, the water splashes up against the rocks and splashes way up in the air. It's really cool. Today's a little more calm though. The cliffs seen here at Cave Point County Park and those that we showed earlier along our hike on the Eagle Loop Trail in Peninsula State Park are part of the Niagara Escarpment, a massive limestone cliff that runs from Lake Winnebago in east central Wisconsin all the way to Niagara Falls in New York. This escarpment was formed millions of years ago as glaciers traveled across the area, grinding through the landscape. The cliffs also feature sea caves carved out over time by the pounding of Lake Michigan. This trail is pretty interesting. Occasionally you'll see these holes in the rock that go all the way through down to the water level, and when the water comes in on a wave, it makes a boom sound that carries up through the holes. Really cool.
In the wintertime, it's really awesome here. There's the spray from the waves hitting the rocks. It flashes up and freezes in the trees. You end up with like these big icicles hanging from everything. It's pretty cool.
There's supposed to be some good northern lights tonight, so we're out here to see if we can catch them. We don't see much of anything yet, but it's still early. We have our chairs, we have our hot chocolate, and now we wait. It's only a short wait, and wow! Today we're up before the sun so that we can get to Al Johnson's Swedish restaurant before the crowds. I've been to Door County many times over the years, but there's one tourist attraction I've never taken part of. We're going to change that today. Al Johnson's Swedish restaurant has been a mainstay in Sister Bay, Wisconsin since 1949. Since that time, the small, simple restaurant it started out as has undergone several renovations, along with some additions to make it into the attraction it is now. Today, in addition to the main restaurant, known for its Scandinavian food specialties, there are 2 shops and an outdoor beer garden and kitchen. If you try out the main restaurant, you don't want to miss out on the Swedish pancakes.
Very good. The lingonberries are a little tart. The syrup was nice and warm. Very good breakfast. Al Johnson's is known for having goats on the roof that keeps the grass manicured, but not today.
Across from Al Johnson's in Sister Bay, you have this incredible view.
Took some time, but we pointed out that tomorrow isn't here and now, baby. An absent mind came to roam around. Captured you in a foggy cloud, baby. Standing on my toes on the edge, I'm ready to go. See it clear in the shadows I lit, I'm ready to go. I'm taking matters into my own hands now. Let's face it, we only got this life to live out. So follow me, I'm ready to go. I'll take the lead, I'm ready to go.
From Sister Bay, we are driving further north to the very tippy top of the peninsula.
And now we're in Northport. This is the very tip of the peninsula and where the car ferry leaves to go to Washington Island.
We've never been to Washington Island. Every time we're here, we consider it, we wonder if we should, but the ferry's not cheap, so we've never done it before. If you've been, let us know in the comments if we should splurge and do it next time.
Now we're checking out Newport State Park. We've never spent much time here before, so we're excited to see it. This is just a super quick stop to take a peek. In addition to 11 miles of Lake Michigan shoreline, the park also offers 30 miles of hiking trails. But our day is winding down and we don't have time for hiking on this visit.
Okay. Well, go ahead and give us a lake trout. So we stopped at Charlie's Smokehouse in Gills Rock. Picked up some smoked fish. This was Atlantic salmon, I think. And that one is
Whitefish.
Whitefish.
Nothing like lunch on the tailgate. Which one's your favorite?
Probably that one just because it's so much easier to eat.
That tastes really good though. Okay.
There's some delicious fish.
You look like you're really enjoying that fish. On our way back south for the day, we stopped one more time at Al Johnson's Swedish restaurant for a quick look.
We missed seeing the goats earlier, but now it's later in the day. They got a few on the roof.
Now it's time for ice cream at Wilson's.
Wilson's Restaurant and Ice Cream Parlor has been a landmark here in the town of Ephraim since 1906.
So I got caramel collision, and it's quite good.
I got frozen tundra. It's mint ice cream with brownie and Oreo chunks in it. It is delicious. No trip to Door County is complete without a stop at Renard's Cheese.
Boy, has this place grown. When we first started visiting, the store was nothing more than a tiny little area attached to the factory. Now the retail space is huge, and you can buy all kinds of Door County products, from the different types of cheese that are made right here, to local cherries, to fudge. You should probably go on and plan to have lunch in the on-site Melt Bistro too, where the star of the show is, you guessed it, cheese.
We got a signature grilled cheese sandwich. So it's got pesto and bacon and spinach. Looks pretty good. Very good.
And I got the classic. It's got several different kinds of cheese in it. Very good.
Well, lunch is finished. Now it's time to go shopping. Hard not to go overboard with cheese, though.
If you hear nothing else in this video, hear this. You cannot pass up the fresh cheese curds. That first squeaky bite is truly unforgettable.
Can I put this all in the same box?
Absolutely, it'll be fine. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We hope you've enjoyed spending some time in Door County, Wisconsin with us.
Yeah, we've had a great time. We've had some excellent weather. It's been a really good visit. But now it's time to get home and get back to work.
That's right.